This is a Gipsel video on how to isolate a leak. We're going to go through some of the regular areas where leaks often occur, and then we're going to go through how we could isolate those leaks. A common area for a leak to occur can be underneath a sink, on the waste pipe, or underneath a basin in the bathroom. That's caused when water is run through the plug hole and then it comes out. So the best thing to do is to avoid using that sink and place a bucket underneath. And in the short term, just use either your basin or your sink, whichever one is not leaking. Also report the leak as soon as possible so that it can be resolved. Another potential area that can leak is your sink, so your taps, so problems around your taps. Also toilets as well, and what you will find is on each of these they normally have what's called a penny valve, as seen in this photo here. It's called a penny valve because you can use a coin to turn it, so when the screw is facing in line with the pipe, that means that water is flowing through it. If you turn it 90 degrees so it's across the pipe, then that isolates the water and stops water running through it. So looking at this photo, if anything that is above the penny valve, because the water's flowing in the direction of the red arrow, so anything that's above the penny valve, if it was leaking, turning off that valve would isolate that water, and it would mean that you can still use your water in your property in other areas. So for instance, in your bathroom, you are just isolating that area that is leaking. If following those steps doesn't work, then the final thing that you can do is turn the water off to the whole property. The way you can do this is by turning off your stop tap. So first of all, you'll need to locate your main stop tap. The main stop tap is normally located either underneath your kitchen sink, or in your bathroom, or in the cellar if you have a cellar. The main stop tap looks something like this picture above, and what you need to do is, like the arrow points out, you need to turn it several times until you can't turn it any further in a clockwise direction. This will isolate the water to the property. Once you have isolated the water, then get in touch and report the leak so that we can get it repaired as soon as possible.